Hey guys, R4GE VipeRzZ here, and today I'm going to show you how you can create a Windows 11 installation USB that will bypass the restrictions such as TPM or Secure Boot, in addition to a few others that you would normally get with Windows 11, whilst also automatically declining all of the telemetry questions and not requiring you to sign in with a Microsoft account. So the first thing we need to do is we need to download a Windows 11 ISO. So to do that, we're going to come to this link here. The link will be in the description, and this is where we can download the Windows 11 media creation tool that Microsoft has created. So to download the media creation tool, we're going to come down to the Create Windows 11 Installation Media section here, and we will click the download button. So now the media creation tool has been downloaded, I will just minimize Chrome, and I will bring it onto the desktop for you to see. So now we have the media creation tool downloaded, we will just open it up, and then we will accept the terms and conditions, and then we will click next. And now instead of having the USB flash drive option selected, we're instead going to click on ISO file, and then we will click next. Then you want to select a download location for the ISO file, and I will just change the name of it to Windows 11 ISO. And then once you've selected a download location, you then just want to click save, and it will now start downloading the Windows 11 ISO file. Right, so now the ISO file is downloaded, we can now click finish. And the next thing we need to do is we need to get a program to create the installation USB. So we're going to come to this link here, the link will be in the description, and we're going to download Rufus. So if we scroll down to the downloads and we select Rufus here, it will then download the exe. And then I will just bring Rufus onto the desktop so that you can see it. And now we have Rufus downloaded. If we open it up, then the next thing we want to do is we want to select the USB that we want to be turned into the installation USB. So we will just click the drop down, and then you will make sure that your USB that you want to be the installation USB is selected. Then once you've done that, you're then going to click the select button here, and then you want to select the ISO file that you have downloaded. So here's my Windows 11 ISO file that is on the desktop. So we're going to select that, and then we will click open. And now the USB and the ISO file have been put in. We're now just going to click the start button down here to start formatting the USB and then creating the installation USB. So if you have anything on the USB that you need to take it off now, as it's going to be formatted and wiped. So if we click start, now it's important that you pay attention to the settings here at the Windows User Experience window. This is where we're going to be setting the things that it bypasses and some of the other settings. So if you have this first box checked, then this will bypass the requirements for 4 GB of RAM, Secure Boot and TPM 2.0. Then if you have this second option selected, then this will stop it from requiring you to have an online Microsoft account. Then if you want, you can have it automatically create yourself a local account with a given name. Then you can have it just automatically set your regional options so you don't have to click anything during the setup. Then you can have this box here checked to make sure that all of the telemetry questions that it asks you at the start are checked no, and you don't have to go through and check them. And then if you want, you can have this checked to make sure that BitLocker isn't automatically turned on if you want that. So once you've made sure that the options that you want are selected, I'm just going to leave them all selected. You can then just click OK. And now it's just warning us that all of the data on the USB is going to be wiped. So again, if you have anything on it, remove it off before it starts. And we're now going to click OK, and it's now going to start formatting the USB and installing the files that are required. Right, so now the status is at ready, it is now done, so we can now close Rufus. And I will now take my USB and plug it into a computer and show you that it does work for bypassing the restrictions during installation. Right, so now I have the USB plugged into a computer and I have booted it into the boot menu. I'm now just going to boot to my SanDisk Extreme USB here, that is my Windows 11 installation USB. So I'll just click next and install. Then I'll say I don't have a product key for now, and then I will just leave it on home. And then we will accept the terms and conditions. I will just go with a custom installation, and I'll just get rid of my old partitions. And now Windows 11 should start installing. Right, so now Windows has gone through the initial installation. If you're connecting over Wi-Fi, you can connect to your network now if you want. I'm just going to click I don't have internet, and then we will continue with limited setup. Right, so there we go, we've now booted into Windows 11. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to restart the machine. And now if you had Rufus create yourself a local account, the first time you come to sign in, it will come up saying that the user password needs to be changed. So if we just click on OK, if you want to set a password, you can type one in. If you don't, you can just continue. So there we go, now if we click OK, we will now log back in. And there we go, we're now logged in. So now you can use your computer however you would like. Obviously you probably want to go through your Windows updates, but as you can see, Windows 11 is now installed successfully. So if we just come to the system, and we come to about, as you can see, this is currently running on a system that has a 4690K in it, so outside of what Windows 11 officially supports, but it is working. So guys, if you liked the video, don't forget the like button. If you decided to hit the dislike button, subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you another time. Bye.